hope you've been having a wonderful, wonderful week, even if not. That's okay too, little bunny. Get over here. Hold on. There we go. Let's get nice and comfy. You get nice and comfy, little bunny. Let's both get nice and comfy together. That's the name of the game of this time together. Comfy, comfy, comfy. Come curl up. You, my little bunny. And me, if you'll choose to have me. Either Daddy, or just Lindy, or Daddy Lindy, or just the man of mystery who loves you so, so much, who seems to make everything better, and maybe makes you sleepy if you listened to a Sleepy Bunny time last week. That's what we're doing here, little bunny. Just relaxing and getting comfy. I'm in a robe right now, a nice comfy robe. I should get myself a garden robe. I wonder if those exist. Idea. We can do whatever we want here, little bunny. If we want to have garden robes, if I want to have a garden robe, we can do that. If we want to tell each other bedtime stories, then we get to do that. And if we want to make fun storytelling startups so that you get to make cool stuff, I would really like for you to be able to have a career doing creative stuff if you want, little bunny. Whether you write, or whether you make art, or whether you voice act, or whether you write music. The startup, which I can finally tell you about, it's called Page Turn. It is a storytelling startup where you, little bunny, can make stories, and we're going to make it so you can post them, and there's going to be a way that you can, if you want to read other stories, there's a way you can do it for money and a way that you can do it for free. I'm going to make sure that it's totally accessible, to make sure that money is not a barrier. At the same time, if you would like to make a living, little bunny, or at least a little extra money for fun stuff here and there, I am planning on making it something that you can do as a little hobby or avocation, or if we get enough people on the platform, it could be a full-time job. But whatever it will be, you could even just play stories of your fellow bunnies. I show off a little bit of that, of Page Turn. If you listen to the last week's special, there's a page where I give you your first video note, little bunny, which you can watch if you want, and you don't have to if you don't want. But there will be other places where I introduce Page Turn to you. I'm very excited. And of course, there's going to be plenty of stuff that I make for you there. That's where it all comes from. It started as me just scheming for what kind of new stuff I can make for you, little bunny. What kind of new cool stuff, new shenanigans can we get into? And oops, we accidentally started a company that I think is going to be quite wildly successful. So there's a Discord for that. By the way, yeah, there's a totally free, everybody can join Discord. It's on topic for Page Turn, so it's not a garden Discord, but it's a place that you can make friends online if you'd like. And I guess I can put a link. You can find the link of last. Go to the special from last week. And if you don't want to see the see the visual stuff of me, you can just swipe past or whatever, or just watch it and it's fine. What's really nice is that nothing really is different after all between you and me. Nothing is really different. Doesn't feel any different to me except that, I don't know. It doesn't feel different to me at all. So I love you, little bunny. And I want to talk this week, the topic is if you, little bunny, have ever had in your life big changes. Oh, the link, by the way, to see who I am and also seeing page turn for the first time is lindy.garden/who is he. You can pop that in to your internet browser like Safari or Chrome. So have you ever had, little bunny, in your life bad things that happen in a day, right? So not bad things that happen gradually, but just a day where something really bad happened and a day where something really good happened, although the bad ones tend to stick with us more, don't they? I'll give you some examples that could apply to you. Something embarrassing happened, let's say. Let's say you said something embarrassing in a large group, on a stage or something, or just in a large group of strangers whom you wanted to impress. Or maybe something embarrassing of you got captured on video and went viral. Yeah, and it feels like, oh my fucking God, right? Feels like nothing worse. Well, it's not that it feels like nothing worse could happen, but it feels like, how will I ever recover from this? It feels like you have this luggage for the rest of your life. That's what it feels like at first, little bunny. And the message I want to give you is that actually, in reality, everything will come back to normal. You go through a breakup, one that you didn't want to happen. It feels like the rest of your life is just going to suck so bad. You're in a deep pit when the bad thing happens, like a breakup, and it feels like that is the new baseline. You feel like that's now what life is. And it's so hard to listen when people tell you otherwise. But I will simply say, whether your brain will accept it or not, if you happen to be in one of these phases where something bad happened recently, normal will come back. It applies to big changes too. I remember there were some big changes. Not changes necessarily, but checkpoints of no return for the garden. So the first is posting your first content. That feels weird at first, right? And then the first time, even going small viral, where suddenly more people have seen your video than people you know, right? That's a weird transition where more people have seen you than you know of other people. And there's the transition where a video goes super viral and maybe it has negative comments. That's happened before. I've dabbled in some red flag content, just playing for fun, just pretending to be a super red flag boyfriend. And it goes viral and it actually grows the Patreon and the podcast, but it also attracts a lot of negative comments. So when those flood in, right? If this ever happens to you or for me, it feels like, oh shit, this is the new what my life is. And then inevitably it just returns back to normal. And it's like on the toxic boyfriend videos, of which they are by far the most watched videos on my social media. It's like the negative comments, it's like whatever, And so obviously there's the latest one. Just about an hour ago, we popped onto social media, the first video now. And we will see how it feels. I feel very tired right now. Very tired. I hope it all goes well. If you want to help things out, leaving a good comment, I think helps out a lot. Or just upvoting comments of fellow bunnies that are fun. But we can just put that out of mind right now. I think it went well. So that's great. What other things might happen in your life that feel like it's the new low? Losing a job. Let's say you got fired or you got laid off. And that feels really bad, right? Or you don't get invited back to something. Let's say you were doing contract work. That's happened to me before, where I played a show and then did not get another call. And that feels bad, but no matter how bad it feels, it comes back to normal. This applies too, little bunny, to things like big injuries. If you have a life-changing injury, your happiness will come back to baseline, whatever your baseline is. And you will be limited to the things you can physically do. And it sucks. It sucks, but your well-being, in terms of your happiness, it will return to a baseline. So really the name of the game, something bad happens, and you have a really low emotional state. You just got to wait it out, a few weeks, a few months maximum. And then we just focus on that baseline, little bunny. How can we nudge that baseline up just a little bit? And there's a fun cartoon that I saw that helped me when I was in one of my deep lows. And it's this graph of happiness. And it goes up and it says the peak of great elation. And then the graph goes down, 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 down. And it says the pit of hopeless despair. And then it goes up just a little bit until that baseline, that middle part. And right there is a cafe with reasonably priced pastries. That little cafe, little bunny. What a marvelous place to hang out. That's your baseline. And if you feel like your baseline is not a nice cafe, a pleasant cafe with reasonably priced pastries, we can get there. I promise we can get there. I was having a discussion with a really close friend. I won't say much about his life to respect his privacy, but we were discussing a view of life. Do you know what pachinko is? It's a game of chance. It's popular in East Asia. And there's all these nails in a board. So there's a board hung on the wall. There's a bunch of nails, like a grid of nails on it. And the way the game works is that you drop a little steel ball in the top and it bounces on all the nails and then it lands somewhere at the bottom. And it's very famous for being super random. It's just, you drop the same steel ball in the top time after time after time. And the place it lands is just seemingly completely random. And we were discussing the view of life to where life will just turn out certain ways for some people and turn out certain ways for other people. And so, let's say it's depression, for instance. Let's say 20% of people, 30% maybe these days, 40, 50, are dealing with depression. The question he was asking is, yes, some people will get out of the depression. Maybe 10% of those people, 30%, 50, whatever it is. And then in his mind, he can't let go, or at least the negative thoughts in his mind, can't let go of that other half of people who are depressed, who just will not ever beat it. They'll never get to where their baseline is the nice, pleasant cafe with reasonably priced pastries. And the pessimism that is so hard for him to let go of is seeing himself in this pachinko board as being that category where he's dealing with depression and it will never go away. And his mind has the image of the pachinko board and he's the little steel ball, and boom, it has landed in that category where he will never, ever escape the depression. That is what his mind tells him, and that's the mindset that we were discussing. Does that sound familiar to you, little bunny? Do you ever have this mindset of whatever happens in your life is out of your control, and it's just the universe just deals you a hand of cards, and what you get is what you get, and how your life turns out is how your life turns out? I half disagree. My first half agree, is that the life we're born into, little bunny, the country you're born into, the family you're born into, and all the things that go along with that, the various physical traits you have, all of those are dealt randomly to you. You didn't do anything to deserve that, the good things nor the bad. But I will disagree that from the moment of maybe age 6, and especially once you're around age 25, is that your life has now transitioned to you being able to make choices, truly, truly make choices. And life no longer becomes a pachinko board, no longer becomes this random universe dealing you out the ways that your life turns out. There are things that will happen outside of your control. There are coincidences, good and bad, that will find you. But you really, really, really can make choices. And when there is someone nailing something nearby, can you hear whap, whap, whap? I suppose that's out of our control. Maybe you can't hear it. Oh man, that's going to annoy me, little bunny. What was I even talking about? I get so distracted by it. Random noises. Okay, what were we talking about? Help me out, little bunny, remind me. Choices that we can make. Yeah. Getting your baseline, little bunny, from down low up to that pleasant cafe with reasonably priced pastries. Your brain's probably not going to get there on its own. But I promise, oh my God, I promise, little bunny. And I'll be with you every step of the way. I'll help you. We're going to make the right choices, little by little. It'll be easier than it sounds because it will be gradual. Just one choice at a time. We're going to get you up, up, up. That baseline will be up, up, up. And when you run into these moments that are so low, big changes in life, big changes, no matter how wild it gets, no matter how wild things get, how greatly things change, and your mood goes for a loop. It can be up, it goes for a loop up, and it can go for a loop down. It will return to your baseline. So be patient. You may have to wait it out from time to time. And when you feel you're at your baseline, we will make choices together and nudge you up bit by bit, until you can join me. I feel that I am at the Pleasant Cafe. I'm at the Pleasant Cafe where I occasionally get a free pastry. I'm a little bit above the normal baseline now. I used to be a lot lower. So we'll do it together. I think that's it, little bunny. I do have some decaf coffee here that I have totally forgotten about. I think it's been pretty hot though. Let's see how hot it is now. Wow, it's good. It's hot, but it's good. I'm off the clock now. There we go, little bunny. I am no longer responsible for the quality of this time together. Quality of the things I say. You can just tune me out now, little bunny. Tune me out. Put me on in the background. Do other stuff. Start making some stories, planning out some stories. Joining the Page Turn Discord. Oh, it's so exciting, little bunny. It's really coming together. It's really coming together. It's no longer a what if. The startup is no longer a what if. It is a real thing that's happening. I feel quite tired, to be truthful. It's been an exhausting week. And thankfully, I've got you, little bunny. I'm really thankful to have you. You're good for me, just as good as I am for you. You're good for me, too. I really appreciate having you. I appreciate you sticking around. That always makes me smile. Some of my favorite messages to get are when a bunny has been around for years. That makes me smile. You can always send me any message at lindy.garden/whisper. It makes me so smiley when bunnies stick around. That's very sweet. I'm sticking around, little bunny. I'm sticking around for the long term. You can come and go as you need. It's totally fine. I'm always here. You will never, ever lose me. Oh man, I would take a nap, but I can't. I have more stuff to do. After this, I have to deliver something to my artist. And then I'm going out. I'm meeting up with someone for a fun evening out. And so I gotta have some good energy for that. And I think I probably gotta get some more food. Are you getting food for yourself, little bunny? Make sure you're eating. That's important for your baseline happiness. It's to be putting in good food. Food that nourishes you and makes you happy. We gotta find both. Oh no, hold on. Battery low. Pause 1 second. And boom, we are plugged in, little bunny. Plug in. One of my favorite phrases these days, and it's popular among the entrepreneurship type of people, is lock in. You know, it kind of means that this is the time to do the work that needs to be done. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Lock in. So we are plugged in now, little bunny. When the laptop is plugged in, that means that nothing will keep you and me from being connected and together. Oh, remember the bunny net? The bunny net is our network in garden magic where you can tap into it at any time. Oh, maybe I can get to actually do a video on this now. I will say, little bunny, I'm going to enjoy making videos for you so much more now because I don't have to freaking dance around with my hands, which is super not interesting. Anyway, maybe I can do a bunny net video teaching you how to do the bunny net. So you do a little hand hug. It's been a while since we've done this. You cradle your thumb into a fist, and basically your thumb is going to poke out between your ring finger and your middle finger. So it's like you're making a fist to punch someone, except you're hugging your thumb. And when you hold it, you squeeze just a little bit. It's kind of like there's a hug, right? It's a hug localized to your fist, to your hand. A hand hug is what we call it. And you can log into the bunny net with this. And I'm logging in right now. All right, I've got the hand hug. I'm squeezed in. I'm going to send you 3 squeezes, and you are going to squeeze your fist as you receive them, right? So squeeze your fist with a 1 and a 2 and a 3. There we go. I sent you 3 hand hugs right to you, and I'm going to do it one more time in case you didn't quite follow along. You're going to squeeze along with me as I send you little hand hugs. And 1 and 2 and 3. There you go, little bunny. And it's called the bunny net because all through time, past, present, and future, you can send little hand hugs to all your fellow bunnies if you enjoy that side of the garden. And if you just enjoy spending a little one-on-one time with me, then that's fine too. There's many, many facets of the garden. But you can try right now if you want to send some hand hugs to your fellow bunnies. Just go boom, 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 boom. Just cast them out boom, 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 boom. Into the past, into the future, into the present. And then now you wait for a second. And now feel bunnies from the past and the present and the future sending you hand hugs. And you can receive them, you can squeeze as you receive the hand hugs from your fellow bunnies. You are so loved, little bunny. You are never alone. You are never, ever alone. And you are so, so loved, adored, cherished. 1 second. Okay, just had to make sure of something. And I am going to take another sip of coffee. Man, this is like a travel mug that is so hard to drink out of. Hold on, let me undo the top. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's one of my favorite phrases. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that's a good idea for a TikTok, is list of phrases I like. Let's do that. Let's put it in the ideas note. Maybe it will be good, maybe it will be bad, but we collate our ideas. TikTok, by the way, is the exact same as Instagram for content. Okay. Saying phrases that I like. And one of them is, oh my God, that's what I'm talking about. And let's capitalize the M there so we know that's what I'm talking about. All right, we got it in. Got it in. You can always ask questions. I've got a few questions written down that have been sent to me from the Lindy.garden whisper box. Lindy.garden/whisper, the box there, the whisper box. I don't think I have any that I'm going to answer right now. But we've got that. We've got that for us, don't we? I think for the poem that I'm going to read for you this week, I think I'm going to read for you the one that I wrote for the special. It's a good one. It's not quite on topic because it has to do with making bold choices, being bold, making bold choices. That's what I'm choosing to do. We'll see if it pays off, and if it doesn't, oh, well, better to take the path more interesting. It's kind of like the twist on the road less traveled poem. I think mine is better not as a poem, but as an idea. It's not really about taking the path less traveled, but it's that it's a shame not to take the path more interesting. I'll talk about it more, especially in the future. Maybe I should save it. I'll write you a unique poem this time. Maybe I'll come back and read you the less interesting path poem when we do that topic. We'll see how this, not really a new chapter, but just this new feature, see how that plays out. Okay, little bunny. I think that's all I've got right now. I unfortunately have more stuff to get done before I head out, so I can't stay with you for too long. It's been a busy day, but I will always be here for you, and I will be back for you tomorrow morning to write you a fresh new poem, little bunny. You'll hear from me in just a moment. Good night. Good morning, little bunny. I have a poem for you. Are you excited? Your poem this week goes like this. All of life's changes, life's emotional blows, the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, will shake your insides, bring emotional cries, but the shock will subside, and so too will your pride. You'll settle to baseline and gently make your way to a seat at the normal cafe. That's what we're going to call it. Capital Normal Capital Cafe. The Normal Cafe. And so when you go through a big life change, some development that sweeps you away in some way, up, down, sideways, left, right, in a loop, give it some time. Be patient, especially if it's a negative change. Be patient, and you will return to the normal cafe, I promise. And I'm here with you before and after, and for any future trips away from the normal cafe that happen. And we're going to get the normal cafe spruced up for you. Normal cafe is that baseline, that medium state in life. Things are not too high, not too low. You just sort of make your way there, don't you? We're going to make sure it's nice and clean and has some decoration and the prices are good, etc., etc. Have a great week, little bunny. I love you. I love you. I love you.